We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Neggs here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. Sorry, my backpack's in the screen. OCD is gonna kick in if I see that there. We are live 2024 Topps Dune Chrome here. Let's waste no time. Why do I not have a knife? Oh, here it is. Let's go ahead and get these out. Big case. Dune Chrome. Boxes out. Got some fancy boxes here. You know, they do Topps Chrome Baseball and Topps Chrome Disney and stuff. They don't get no fancy boxes like Dune. There's 4. 12. Empty case, heavy duty case. Heavy duty case there. Let's go ahead and get started here. Hopefully everyone is having a good morning so far. We got some different things. We mixed it up this Tuesday. We are mixing it up this Tuesday with some different types of breaks. Obviously, we have the Bowman Chrome Value Mixer there. That only has 10 spots left in that one. Otherwise, we got a random division. It's actually kind of a sneaky break there. Don't sleep on that. $199 a spot with some massive, massive upside there with the random divisions there. It's pretty loaded. And then we got, looks like 5 left in Bowman Chrome Mixer. That is the random serial number. Just a little cheapy 2-box delight. We got 11 left in Topps Chrome Mixer, number 195. Pick your color. And then 8 spots left in the Upper Deck Hockey Mixer with the tiered random. So we went a little cheaper, went some cheaper options here this afternoon for you. Man, today I'm sweating in here. Yesterday I was shivering. This studio is wild. How much the temperature changes in this thing. Yesterday I was legitimately shivering almost, and now today I wore a long sleeve shirt and now I'm sweating. No winning. There's no winning. How are these things even open? Fancy. Fancy boxes. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. So I have seen both of these, both Dune movies. I will be 100% honest. I'm not like an expert by any means. Usually when I watch movies, I'm listing cards on eBay or distracted by the kids, so I don't pay 100% attention the whole time. So I definitely miss a lot, but I got a general idea of this one for you guys. But here we go, box number 1. The cards look awesome. The cards look awesome. I love the spice parallels. So these ones are, so that is 87, I believe. These are the all story cards. That's 36 through 87 there. There is our first Spice Baron, Vladimir Harkonnen there. And then our first parallel, I'll put all the Spice ones to the side for getting sleeved up. Our first one up is a New Vision there. So that is a story card. That is 58 out of 225 there. Looks like Paul. So that one is going to the all story cards, Don Mega. And we do still need to look for our, so that looks like a refractor. DeFreeze there. We do need to still look for our Columbus Day bounties here in this one. Lady Jessica there on the Pulsar. Oops, why am I putting cards here? Those are just the base. Lady Jessica. There is Ribbon Harkonnen. And Spice Parallel. Paul Atreides, House Atreides. So these are the ADs. These are all art. No, these aren't the all art Dune. Behind the scenes, I believe. There. That's a cool one. We got refractor there. Paul's Vision of Duncan. Those are the behind the scenes. Behind the scenes insert there. And our next parallel is going to be 72 out of 250 is, does have like, oh, it's got like paper on it. Can't read it. Shin Hockey. That one is going to Zach G there. That's 72, so that's going to be our closest to 92. And those ones, here we go. These are the Art of Dune inserts. Refractor there, a story card. Story card as well, Visions of Shani. Their Spice is Peter DeFreeze. And our next parallel is going to be, forget his name, Stilgar. 256 out of 275. Stilgar going to Det Liger. He's a pretty good character. I'll just leave the refractors. I'm just going to leave the refractors and stuff in there behind the scenes. And that is going to wrap up our first box. Little Lady Jessica on the Pulsar.
I was just gonna see if Derek could put Cooper and Chris like tables so that.
All right, box 2.
Yeah, I'm messaging Derek now and see if he can. I think you each have
Who's hanging out with me for this one? Cards, like I said, the quality and the shininess of the chrome, I really do like this product. I feel like sometimes they spend more time and effort on their non-sports like stuff like quality. I guess maybe they're printed in different places. There's the dad, Duke. And next parallel is going to be Baron. 124 out of 250. 124 out of 250 there, Baron. Baron going to Scott Lendlear. Lady Jessica on the Pulsar. There's Duncan Refractor. Paul Atreides, and then Paul Atreides there. On the insert. So those are just the inserts. Still trying to get my bearings. I didn't watch any of this open yet. There's Lady Margot on the Spice Parallel. Those are my favorite. I love those Spice Parallels. And there is Gurney. Gurney, that is 97 out of 175. There's going to be our closest to 92 now. That one is going to J&J Smash there. Behind the scenes. Next one is Shade Out. Shade Out, that is 66 out of 275. Hard to see that. Hard to on these purple ones right here, like that one, is like impossible to see the name. Like I'll do it for box 2. Let's find it. Yeah, let's find some Lady Jessica ink. Got a couple Pulsar so far for you. How many different cards does she have? Obviously a couple. Let's find you one, though, Huskies. Let's find you one, buddy. I want to get a Duncan auto and a Lady Jessica auto and a Paul auto. We're gonna set our hopes high. 3 big name autos. All right, box 3. Lieutenant Landville. Lieutenant Landville is 138 out of 199. Going to Vic. Stilgar. There's Spice Princess. Uh, 32 out of 75 there. That is reuniting with Duncan. Reuniting with Duncan there. Going to the all art or all story cards. That one is 32, so that's going to be our closest to 14 now. Paul Atreides. Story cards there is 219 out of 225.
We ordered a Bowman Mega case that you had to buy Fanatics supplies with.
I'll do it for box number 3. saving that. We're saving that mitt. We're saving that mitt for our big cards. They're coming. Blue. Blue is Baron again there. Vladimir Harkonnen, 74 out of 75. We'll go ahead and throw Baron in the mitt for now. We'll throw Baron in the mitt for now. Lieutenant Landville there, Pulsar. Spice. There is the soldier. And green is Shis Hackle? Shishackle? Hockley maybe? That is 84 out of 99. Like I said, I'm not familiar with all the characters. And out of 299, Dr. Luet Nice. Dr. Liet Nice. That is 15 out of 299. Oh, just missing. That just missing there on the 14. That would have been $50. That one is going to Zach G. And 8 out of 25 on the acetate. That's actually cool. Peter DeFries. 8 out of 25 acetate. Going to Jeff Sanders. I like that card. And Spice is Reverend Mother Motham. Not yet. Not yet, Zach. We haven't hit any autos yet, either. We're saving them, apparently. Gold. There is James Freeman, or Jameis from the Freeman. 20 out of 50 on the gold. 20 out of 50 there going to Zach G. He's the one Paul kills, right? I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. There's Pulsar there, the Reverend Mother test. Blue Pulsar look is Herald of the Change. 174 out of 175. Going to Don Mega. Spice parallel there is G-Cert, the sister. And 12 out of 150, reuniting with Duncan again. That is the all storyline, or all story cards. That spot's gonna be loaded. There's Gurney. 7 boxes left. Sorry, buddy. This will be our halfway box here. And that's cool. Green out of 99, 20 out of 99. The Baron's Throne Room. The Baron's Throne Room there. That is all Art of Dune inserts. Stilgar. There is Emperor. And first auto, Peter DeFries on the Spice auto. Peter DeFries going to Jeff Sanders. Spice autograph card. So we got the acetate out of 25 in the auto so far for that spot. And then we have the, what does it say? The carry all fails. Oh, that's where they set them up to fail. 54 out of 199 there. That is the story cards as well. Spot's going to get a lot of... I'm just going to separate them now. A lot of story cards. And blue again is Stigar Arrives. That is 34 out of 225. Shout out. There's your first Christopher. All right, 6 down, 6 to go. All right. Haven't had any. Right as I say that, I pick one up. Like, we haven't had any of the medallions yet. Oh man, Peter again. Is that a gold one or no? That's just the base on the medallion. Right as I say that, we pull one. All right, second half. Facing the Sandworm, 138 out of 225. Get a lot of parallels with that storyline spot. Obviously, it's not going to be like the biggest cards in the product, but hey, volume. There's Jameis. Pulsar is behind the scenes Pulsar there. Oh, sorry, that's not. That's 8 out of 10. I thought that was just a Pulsar. That's a wave. 8 out of 10 behind the scenes. Behind the scenes going to Don Mega. There you go. 8 out of 10. Nice low numbered one there. There is purple. Is Mother Motham. Mother Motham, 65 out of 250. Going to Jeff Sanders. right, 5 to go. That one is Shawnee's gifts of our gifts. Crystal knife to Paul. 185 out of 225. There's Pulsar. The carry all fails. And Jameis gonna be our next auto. Jameis there. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. I know he doesn't have a huge role in the movie, but Jameis going to Zach G. And purple is Baron Harkonnen. That is 3 out of 250. 3 out of 250 there. There's Duncan. And purple Speckle. 162 out of 275 is Training with Gurney. Another scenes card there. All story cards. Telling you, that spot rakes up the cards. All right, 4 boxes left. Still should hopefully have 2 autos left. Let's get a big one here. I want to say it's like 4 autos a case, I think John told me. Lady Jessica went missing after those first 2 pulsars we hit. All right, here we go. 4 left. There is Path into the Desert. 164 out of 299. Duncan, Idaho's Battle. There on the Pulsar. Spice. There we go. There's Mr. Christopher. And Lady Margot is 65 out of 99. Lady Margot going to Don Mega. There is Shin. Paul Atreides Refractor. All right, 3 left. Oh, that one was numbered. I was about to say, I thought there should have been a numbered card in there. It was hard to tell. The Reverend Mother's Test there, 135 out of 199. Oh no, pack's falling apart. There we go. Like I said, we got some different kind of breaks up for you guys this afternoon. Just 10 spots left in Bowman Chrome Value Mixer. That's 2 Hobby, 2 Delight. We still have all 8 spots left in the random division there for football. So it's a sneaky break, guys, at $1.99 a spot. There's going to be a lot of upside in that break. There's another medallion. 5 left in Bowman Delight 2-box random cereal. It's a little cheapy there for some big time chases. 11 left in Topps Chrome Mixer, pick your color, and 8 left in hockey. So we are cruising right along. And out of 99, Duncan, Idaho. 1 out of 99 there. That's a cool one. On the medallion. Going to Vic. Go Vic. I think those are different. That's behind the scenes. That's the... Never mind. Different card. Different. There is the plans for Arceus. Or Arrakis. Plans for Arrakis there. 47 out of 299. Spice, Lady Jessica. There is Nyes, Dr. Nyes there on the Pulsar. Spice. And just the soldier card there. Soldier. Sardakar. I can't remember exactly how to pronounce that. Sardakar. Soldier there going to Brian Claby. Going to be our next auto. All right, we're due for a big one. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool card. Paul and Jessica Escape. 29 out of 50 on the gold there. So that is the Alt Art Dune inserts. That's actually an awesome looking card there. Escaping the Sandworm there. Gold out of 50. I'd say it's a little color match with the sand and the worm. We'll call that one a color match. Going to Sky. There you go, Sky. We'll just put it up there for now. Is blue. Search for the Assassin. 50 out of 150. And nice. Out of 99, Paul Atreides on the acetate. We like that one. Paul Atreides on the acetate. 3 Baron parallels getting bumped. Paul Atreides going to Vic. And 2 boxes left. Come on, let's see a big one here. Shani. 251 out of 299. The arrival of Acrates, or arrival on Acrates. Paul Atreides, Pulsar. Or why did I say arrive on Atreides? That's my fault. Paul, arrive on Arrakis. There's Paul on the Spice. And we got Harkonnen Commander. 50 out of 175. 50 out of 175. And we got 64 out of 150. A mysterious thumper. A mysterious thumper there. All story cards. One box left. All right, last box. There is Raven. Harkonnen. 251 out of 275. Paul and Duke. Father and son there. And green. Nice. There we go. We waited for the end, Huskies. We waited for the end. 70 out of 99. Lady Jessica on the auto. Just what you asked for, my man. Just what you asked for. Lady Jessica green out of 99. It took us a while, but we found it. Saving it for the end, apparently. Visions, 149 out of 299. There you go, buddy. Congratulations. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone, of course. Dr. Nice and Duke. Little Duke green parallel at the end out of 99. Duke going to Vic. Blue. There he is, Duncan. Duncan when he was fighting everyone off to let Paul get away. That is 19 out of 75. 19 out of 75 there. And that is going to wrap us up. Nice break there coming around at the end. Last couple boxes with the acetate. Paul, Lady Jessica auto. Turning things around there. All right, there is Peter DeFries there on the manufactured relic there. These are all our Pulsars. Story card, Paul and Duke. Dr. Nyes. That one's Duncan, Idaho's Battle. The Carry-All Fails. There is Emperor. The Reverend Mother's Test. Lieutenant Lanville. Stagar. And 2 Lady Jessica Pulsars there. Unnumbered. On to our, so these are all the story cards. I'm not going to read them all. We got Duncan, Idaho Battle out of 75, Visions out of 299, Arrival 299, Thumper 150, Search for the Assassin 150, Plans for Arrakis 299, Mother's Test out of 199, Path to the Desert 299. That is these ones are like impossible to read. There's a name right here that you just can't even see. That's Training. The Gifts the Knife to Paul. Facing the Sandworm. Stagar Arrival. That is Found by. A New Vision. We got Reuniting with Duncan out of 150 and out of 75, and then the Carry All Fails out of 199. Here is all of our characters and other inserts. Duke Leto out of 99. There's Raven out of 275. Harkonnen Commander out of 175. There's Baron out of 75, out of 250, and out of 250. There's Gurney out of 175. The Barons are the Baron's Throne Room out of 99 there. That is going to the all Art of Dune inserts. Lady Margot out of 99. That is Mother Motham out of 250. Stagar out of 275. Lieutenant Lanville 199. That is Shadot out of 275. Herald of the Change out of 175. And then two parallels here for that spot, 250 and 99. That's one thing I'll say about this is, man, they are hard to read, some of those parallels. Jameis on the auto there, and then out of 50 on the gold there. Nice break. Paul Atreides on the acetate out of 99, and then on the pulsar. Peter DeFries on the auto there, and acetate out of 25. Duncan, Idaho there out of 99 on the green manufactured relic there. This is really cool. I really do like this card a lot. Paul and Jessica Escape 29 out of 50 there. That is going to Sky in the All Art of Dune inserts. And we got behind the scenes insert here going to Don Mega. Dennis and Stellian Skarsgård there. Behind the scenes 8 out of 10. Our closest to 14 is going to be 15 out of 299. That's Dr. Liet Nyes. That one is the all story cards there going to Don Mega, so that'll get you $20 there. And then we got the Soldier going to Brian Claby. That will get you $20 as well in break credit. And then Money Mid hit of the break, Lady Jessica 7 out of 99 on the auto going to Huskies forever. That is going to do it. I appreciate everyone. As always, like I said, we got a full afternoon of fun, different types of mixers here this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get those filled up, and we will have a great afternoon. I appreciate everyone as always, and I will see you at 1 o'clock. Thanks, everyone.